There is a store. I can go over here out of the nebula and then over to the store. So why don't we do that? Outside of the nebula, the rebels can approach me faster, but I think I'll take the risk, go to the store, maybe buy some fuel and maybe some extra parts. So this slug ship is hacking our medbay, but since I have a double layered or double powered medbay, I can keep it temporarily online. So it is now online. They are mind controlling my unit though, which is very much a pain in the ass. But luckily for me, they don't have very powerful weapons. As long as I keep my shields powered to level 3, they can't hurt me. Well, they can hurt me with the missile launcher, which is actually why I need to put power into my defense drone. Let's keep the artillery beam online for now, though. I do need to worry about this human who is in my piloting system, going to destroy my piloting system. So I'm gonna, oh, they are in our medbay too. Oh, this sucks. I gotta deal with the invaders, get everybody has to start doing stuff right now. I don't need dodge chance. Don't worry about the piloting system. I need to worry about the missile, and I need to keep my Vulcan firing at all times. I don't care about their weapons. Let's get the defense drone online because their missile is going to be firing pretty shortly. Now their crew member we are now no longer mind controlled, but we do need to find them and kill them wherever they are. They're in the O2 system. Everybody needs to heal up. This is gonna be a very interesting fight. They're gonna constantly mind control me, and I need to constantly deal with their mind controlling. Okay, they are shooting me with the missile. I will cloak just to make sure that we can dodge, and I will use the backup battery to do it. That's why we have the backup battery power. Good, we did miss, or their missile did miss. Come on, get out of the frickin' medbay and come in here and help kill these people. Okay, they're dead. People can get healed up, go back to their rooms. They are attacking my medbay with my NG. Honestly, if you want to do that, I'm fine with that. You attack my medbay. I'm fine with that. Let's get the oxygen system powered. Vulcan is now max power. Focus fire entirely on their mind control room, because if I can take their mind control offline, then my guy will not be mind controlled anymore, obviously. Take down their shields. Get everybody healed up in the medbay. NG can go into the weapon system because he has a big bonus to the firing rate. There we go, that's better. Okay, good. 54 scrap, 192 scrap, visiting a store. Oh, give me a weapon pre-igniter, give me a anti-drone drone. Hull missile's pretty good. 2 power for 2 damage. 17-second charge time is kind of long though. The battery charger is pretty good with the backup battery actually. Can't get another system, we are maxed out. Lifeform scanner, not very good. Drone recovery arm, not very good. I have 20 drone parts, that's a lot. Let's get some fuel. Actually don't want to buy anything. I think I'm good. Let's get nothing. Like, I'm actually pretty good with what I've got. Like, battery charger for 40. Because I have a lot of power left to purchase, to upgrade on my ship, I think I'd rather spend that scrap upgrading my own power systems. So instead, what we should do is we should upgrade. What do I upgrade? I don't even know what to upgrade. Power? How much power do we need? We need 1, 2, 3, 4 power until everything is fully charged. We do have a backup battery, so let's get 2 power. Let's see what okay, there's nothing here. Let's get 2 power. Go to the distress beacon. No, let's go down, up, distress beacon, beacon exit, probably. Okay. It is a slug ship. They have ions and lasers and a missile launcher. We're probably going to use a defense drone. And the Vulcan is going to be pretty useful here. They don't have a cloak, so the Vulcan's going to be powered up pretty quickly. Yeah, I'd rather save my cloak for dodging ions and lasers, so let's get the defense drone powered up immediately. And when they start shooting, I will use the backup battery and put power into the engines to give myself an extra dodge chance, just in case I need it. Okay, they have 3 shots coming in, so why don't we dodge these shots? Why don't we put the backup battery power into the cloak, dodge these shots coming in. Our defense drone has been destroyed, so we will get hit by the next missile that comes in. That's unfortunate. Nothing I can do about that, though. And it hits the piloting system, so now we have 0 dodge chance. Let's get that repaired ASAP. Take out their weapons. Because they don't have a cloak, I don't really need to let's get the defense drone online. Good, nice shot. Let's let them live. They give us 2 fuel, 1 drone part, 25 scrap. The reason why sometimes you let these guys live, I actually don't know if you can do it in the slug-controlled sectors, but it's actually an overarching quest line to unlock a slug ship. You have to let them live. They give you a weapon, and then you say, actually, I don't want the weapon. I want information. And then they give you some information. You get to a quest beacon. You go to that quest beacon, and then you get some stuff. But I actually don't know if you can do that in the slug-controlled nebula. I don't know if it has to be the slug homeworld. I should read up on that, you'd think. There's nothing here, so let's take a second, actually, and get Big B healed up. Keep my crew up to full health. When we get mind controlled, I will really appreciate having taken the time to get everybody healed up. I can visit beacon, distress, beacon, exit probably, so that's what we'll try to do. We will have to exit the nebula, but that's fine. A damaged Federation ship, let's attempt to follow them. We can't because we don't have good enough sensors, and we don't have a teleporter or things of that nature that could allow us to assist the people on that ship. Unfortunate, but I don't usually get the 3rd level of sensors, so I usually don't get to do those types of events. This should be a fairly easy ship to kill. This is actually a very easy encounter considering where we are. The biggest problem is that if we get hit twice with the lasers, the halberd beam can damage us through the shields. So when the missiles come in, or when 2 missiles hit, I should cloak immediately. If the laser is about to fire, that is. And here comes the Vulcan. If I had 2 Vulcans, that would be amazing. Now's the time to cloak. Let the missiles come in. When the let the lasers come in. When the lasers either hit or miss, the halberd beam won't be able to fire because we are cloaked. However, I was kind of an idiot and I was firing when I was cloaked. If you fire when you're cloaked, you just run out of cloak faster, so it doesn't really help you all that much. I can visit one more beacon before the exit. Was nothing there, unfortunately, just a crappy trade. We can give them missiles. You come across an asteroid mining colony. They message you immediately saying, "Greetings, our supplies of mining explosives have run out ever since the rebels blockaded this system. Do you have any extra explosives?" We can give them 5 missiles, we can give them 15 missiles, or we can decline. If we had a missile launcher, we actually get a blue option, which doesn't do anything, but it's a funny bit of dialogue. But since I don't have a missile launcher, I'll give them 15. They give me 30 scrap plus 5 hull points repaired, which is quite nice. Now I could go to one more beacon. Let's go to one more beacon before we go to the exit, because I feel strong. I feel like I'm in a good position. Let's go to one more beacon. It's worthless. It's less than worthless because now I have to fly through the frickin' sector again. So let's get the engines powered up. And go to the exit. We do have a defense drone, we have a cloak, 3 bars of shields, pretty good engines now, so we should be able to make it out of this combat, as annoying as it is. Keep the engines online. Vulcan or flak burst laser? Let's do a flak burst laser, because we're not going to stick around here very long. We're going to leave pretty much as soon as we can, so let's try to take their weapons offline. Let's get the defense drone online, because we will need it. Probably need it. All right, we missed. Defense drone is taking care of their missiles, though. Yeah, except for there. Good job, missiles, good job. Let's cloak out of the way of their ASB and bombs, and we'll just leave. There's no point in staying. Rebel stronghold, oh nice. I really like this sector. There is a hidden quest beacon in this sector somewhere, which I do hope that we find. It's actually the quest beacon that unlocks this ship that we're playing as right now. So, you know, it doesn't do all that much for us, but we do get a lot of rewards if we go to that quest beacon and survive. So I would look forward to doing that. Distress beacon, sure. Almost always worthwhile to go to these distress beacons. They have a missile launcher and 1 ion beam and a 4-shot laser, up to 4-shot laser. They can fire it whenever they want. We'll probably try to just cloak out of the way of their missile if it fires, which it will. So let's cloak. 100% dodge chance. I will probably have to send out a defense drone. Yeah, we're gonna have to send out a defense drone, which is fine. Let's send out the backup battery as well. Let's power it up anyways. Hopefully this defense drone can take care of these missiles that come in. Oop, they did cloak. We did hit a couple of shots with the flak gun, but they did cloak. Their cloak is partially powered right now. Their weapons are offline though, which is nice. 3 mantises, 2 humans. They're trying to escape. I hope I can kill these guys in time. The artillery beam is really kind of helping put the kibosh on their attempt at fleeing, because they don't have any pilot right now because of all the fires and all the rooms that they are trying to repair. I will not accept surrender because they are pretty close to being dead at this point. So many fires thanks to the artillery beam. It's very nice. FTL recharge booster. FTL drive powers up 25% faster. It means that going to the to extra beacons before the exit is very viable now, because we recharge our FTL faster. We can escape from combat better. Whether or not we do that is another matter entirely, but I would totally do it. I would totally visit extra beacons now. 1 fuel for 4 missiles, no thanks. We need the fuel. We are down to 5. As soon as we get to the next sector, though, we get 10. So that's fine. Attack the ship, yes. Defense drone, please. They're hacking us. The defense drone will shoot down the hack. As long as I don't cloak when I... Oh. All right, this is interesting. We can recover from this. The artillery beam is going to do damage to them. We have a cloak, and I will power up the Vulcan, because the Vulcan is not immune to the effects of the hacking drone, but it's going to be much more resistant than our weapons are normally. Or our normal weapons are anyways. Let's get the battery backup charged in a second. I'm assuming the defense drone will shoot down this missile. Good. We have to dodge out of the way of the 5-shot laser though, and that is what the cloak is for. Let's get the battery backup power into the cloak. Vulcan slowly charging. The Vulcan's more resistant to the effect of the hack though, because as soon as it gets down to the 5th level, it just fires so quickly, it doesn't matter. We will not be able to cloak out of the way of these 5 shots, but I can power up the engines to level 5, and we did dodge enough of the shots though, which is nice. Their missile launcher is offline. I can take the defense drone offline, put power into the engines. Let's take down their hack, if at all possible. I can cloak out of the way of their lasers, but if their hacking system goes on, my weapons will go offline. And that's an easy fight. 50 scrap plus 28 scrap is pretty decent. We have 220 now, thanks in no small part to the scrap recovery arm. 220 scrap, huh? We're actually doing pretty all right now, so let's just continue on. Okay, they are boarding us. Reject their offer. Reject their offer and execute him on the spot. So this is a rebel has beamed onto our ship and been like, I don't want to be a rebel anymore. I want to join the Federation. Please accept me. We're not going to accept him. He wants to he wants to bring us to a secret cache of supplies. Please reject him outright and execute him on the spot, please. Rebels cannot be trusted in this game. They are incredibly annoying. I will not be accepting his offer of surrender. That is an ion intruder drone, which sucks. It's gonna hit too. Where's it going? It's going for the piloting room, the oxygen room, the med bay. Like, I can kill this thing, but as long as it doesn't hit my shield system, I'm fine. Okay. Yeah, we gotta send basically everyone in here to deal with this thing right now. NG can pilot for the time being. This sucks, but we can deal with this hopefully. Okay, get out of the medbay is the important part here. Get out of the frickin' medbay. Get the cloak online. Cloak out of the way of these incoming shots. Our medbay is offline. Who cares? Because we can take care of this drone, no problem. Get her into the medbay to heal. Beam comes in and does a number on them. Doesn't kill them though. Doesn't even take really much of their weapons offline. Okay, we got another drone coming in. Oh, it's gonna hit our shield system. No, it didn't. Oh, good, it hit our cloak. That's fine. Let's just cloak out of these next shots. Okay, pilot, get into the piloting room. Your dodge chance is important. Roper, get into the weapons room so that your fire rate on the Vulcan is really nice. Rockman got stunned by the Ion Intruder drone, but they're gonna be dead here in a second. There we go. Okay. We have a breach, we have to go repair it. NG can do that pretty easily. Everyone else can get into the medbay again. Rockman can help repair this. Oxygen! Oxygen is not online. Let's get that online. Okay. Annoying fight, but we managed to make it out okay. Jump to the distress signal. Let's jump to this beacon, then to distress signal, and let's upgrade our ship a little bit first. Let's get some more door systems. Let's get some more weapon systems. Ooh, let's focus on the weapons. Shields? Shields. Let's focus on defensive systems. So let's get the shield systems online, get them powered up to level 4. With the Vulcan plus artillery beam, really all we need to focus on is surviving the first few waves of the enemy attacks, because if we can do that, they're not sending over drones, which is nice. If we can survive the first few enemy shots, we're golden, you know? Okay, now I am powering up the flak and burst laser because they do have a defense drone Mark II. Basically, I am going to power up that defense drone on our end too. Basically, that defense drone is going to be shooting down my shots as they come in. With the Vulcan, there's almost no way that I can actually hit them with the Vulcan. They're just going to be shooting down all of my shots. I kind of just have to use the artillery beam to do damage to them and hope that I can take down this defense drone or something. Yeah, Defense drone Mark II. Annoying, annoying thing to have to fight against. As long as our defense drone stays online, though, we shouldn't get hit too much. Hey, we actually managed to get in there and hit them a little bit. I should shoot their defense drone system first. I always call it a defense drone system. It's not a defense drone system, it's a drone system. I should hit their drone system first just to make sure that we can take their defense drone offline if we hit with enough shots. We're not hitting with enough shots, but they will die very shortly anyways. Artillery beam should eat them up on the next shot. Yeah, okay, let's get the Vulcan back online. That did work out too well. 37 scrap increased to 40. Not that much scrap, but it doesn't have to be a lot of scrap. It just has to be enough. And that's enough scrap. You receive a message from a nearby rebel station. You have a lot of guts passing through our space. I'll give you that. He turns, giving an order, kill their crew. I want that ship intact. They are sending an ion drone, so I will send out a defense drone. They are boarding us, so I will have to deal with their boarders bullshit. Let's get the defense drone online, get additional power into the oxygen system for now, and we'll deal with everything else later. Let's get the Vulcan firing. The Vulcan seems to be our best bet for taking out ships lately, so let's stick with that. Oh, and the defense drone missed shooting down the ion defender. That is so shitty. That is so incredibly shitty. Yeah, they're just... This sucks. Because now that they're just focusing on joining the ion intruder as it does its attacks. And our shields are going to go down 4 bars here very shortly. 4 bars of actual power, so I need to get the shields like fully powered. They also have a combat drone, which I just noticed. Oh, this sucks. We got to kill these guys quickly. I am holding on to the... I am holding on to power for the cloak for when their weapon fires, and there it goes. So we're going to cloak now. Let's keep the O2 system offline for a second and send my crew members in here to attack Nicola. They're just standing in the deoxygenated oxygen room. I don't know why, but it's good for me. Let's get the shields powered up as much as possible. Good, 4 bars of shields. They are trying to surrender. We will not accept surrender. Let's go kill this crew member. And I don't care if they hurt our door system for a second, so let's just let them do their thing. Good, okay. A bit of an annoying fight. Basically, I just had to ignore the actual combat and just focus on making sure my crew members were not in the same room as the ion intruder drone, because the ion intruder drone will stun your crew members, and if they're in a room with a breach, they will take HP damage from the breach, from the deoxygenation. So really just have to focus on making sure your people are in the correct rooms when that ion intruder drone actually does its shooting. And the Vulcan cannon and the artillery beam, they're basically autopilot weapons. I activate them and then I can just focus on something else, which is kind of nice. It's nice not having to pay attention to too many things at once. We will lead them to their destination, sure. Kind of an annoying quest beacon to get to, but I can go around the exit and get there. Again, I have the FTL recharge booster, so I don't mind going to the exit beacon at the end of the sector. I will buy some fuel, buy 3 fuel. That should get me through this sector in its entirety. I will go exit, go around to the quest beacon, and then see where I can go from there. So I'm going to the exit temporarily. There is nothing here. How annoying, because there's no combat. There's no benefit to me in that beacon. Just a straight up Rebel auto ship, which is not too bad. Vulcan. It's gonna take a while to actually get through their shields. Our shields are actually taking a beating from these asteroids. Holy crap! There, shields are now online. I don't wanna cloak. I wanna cloak out of the 5-shot laser. They will take down my my weapons, so I will switch over to the burst laser temporarily. And I will cloak now out of their 5-shot laser. I might be able to sneak in a shot with the burst laser before I switch back over to the Vulcan if an asteroid hits them, like right there. No, not good enough. Vulcan's got to come back online. They hit our engine room, which sucks. They cloaked again, so I don't think they will. Yeah, they're going to hold on to their weapon charges until they come out of their cloak, which is fine for me because it means that I just wait and then activate my cloak when they exit their cloak. And then just keep firing on their shield system, probably. If I can take their shields offline, they don't really stand a chance. So let's depower the engine slightly and get the Zoltan into the med bay to heal. Okay, good. We'll have to make sure we cloak at the end of their cloak. And the Vulcan is now charged, so we can take down their shield system. And if we take down their shields all the way, the asteroids will eat them up. But if we take down their shields all the way, they'll pretty much be dead anyways. Artillery beam was hit. We can repair that pretty easily. 43 scrap increased to 47. You know, 4 extra scrap at this point isn't all that much, but times, you know, 10 or 20 encounters, it adds up. It adds up. It's definitely paid for itself. There's also blue options you get from having a scrap recovery arm, so it's definitely useful to have. One of the best pickups you can pick up in like the first, heck, 5 sectors of the game. If you can buy one, do it. We have a ton of scrap, and we are going to go to the store. Beacon store quest? No, store quest. I want to make sure I actually get to that quest beacon. We probably won't get much out of it, but it's a guaranteed something, so I kind of want to do it. Flak is fine. We don't need to switch over to a burst laser. We don't need crew members. We don't need a hull missile. We don't need to sell anything. So let's just not buy anything. And let's go to the quest beacon. And then hit up the exit. And then let's go to Sector 8, the last stand. Oh, there's another store. Ooh, another burst laser is actually pretty nice. Ooh, a defense drone Mark II. All right, we don't need a clone bay. We don't need another burst laser. It's a very good weapon to have. If this was earlier in the game, I would definitely pick up another burst laser, but we don't need one. We have a flak gun. It basically does the same thing as a burst laser. In fact, it charges slightly sooner. It's slightly less accurate. Like literally, I think the shots have a higher chance of dodging, but still, we don't need a burst laser. We have the Vulcan. The Vulcan's our biggest damage dealer along with the artillery beam. What would we be using a burst laser for? Not much. We don't need it. Repair bomb, don't need it. Stun bomb, don't need it. Anti-personnel drone, don't need it. Beam drone, don't need it. Defense drone Mark II could be interesting. It's only 3 power, that's not that much. Let's take it. So we have a defense drone Mark I, basically only for missiles, asteroids, incoming boarding drones, and flak debris, and a defense drone Mark II, which is also shooting down lasers. And we can always pick up some drone power pretty cheaply, actually. 20, 30, 45, so that's 75, 95 scrap to get the ability to use both of them at the same time. It's not bad. We have a lot of scrap right now. So let's pick up... Ooh, we have to get the weapons online too. Okay, well, one thing we will need is power. So let's pick up power first. Just a little bit so that we can, let's pick up a little more power. Let's go to the exit beacon. We've got to get out of here anyway, so let's do that now. I completely didn't realize either that this is an exit beacon, meaning that we don't have to worry about the ASB. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm just gonna send my crew members in here to attack them directly. Screw this, you know, hiding with the doors and the med bay and all that stuff. Just get in there and attack them. If I can dodge both the missile and the burst laser at the same time, that would be great. Don't really worry too much about the bomb. I will cloak out of the way of the missile though, because I think I can dodge enough shots from the burst laser that we don't have to worry about actually getting hit by it. And in fact, we can just jump right now, so let's just get out of here. Go to the last stand. Achievement unlocked, no red shirts here. We didn't lose any crew members. So we explain our mission. We get 10 hull points. I think it's 10, or 10 fuel. I think it's 10 hull points repaired as well. They boarded us in the med bay as well, which is very nice for me because it means that I can just kind of sit here and get healed up and kill them. Okay. Now, there's a lot of scrap to be had here for free if we just get into a lot of combat. So I definitely want to get into combat. The base is down there, so let's go up, over, down, down, and then hit up the base. It's not a half bad path. Hopefully we can pick some combat. No, unfortunately there's no combat here, so we're just gonna scooch over. Good, fight the rebels. 7-shot flat cannon, that's gonna be what we end up dodging. They have a combat drone Mark II, not that bad. We should be able to recover our shields fast enough. A double shot laser is not bad. A bomb also is not that bad. So really this is another situation where we have to survive long enough for the Vulcan to kill the enemy ship and the artillery beam. Don't forget the artillery beam. Don't care about the bomb. Even if it's the oxygen system, we can just get in there and repair it with the Mantis. The 7-shot is what we are dodging. If I can dodge the 2 from the double shot laser as well, why not do it? And here comes the Vulcan. That bomb went off in an empty room, so it doesn't matter. They're trying to escape. They're not gonna escape. Good, their big gun is offline, so at this point I'm just going to shoot anywhere I can, get some shots off. There we go. Power's online. Thank you, Mantis. We get 59 scrap, which is nice. Repair beacon. Let's go to the repair beacon. It's free. It's free supplies. It's like 50 supplies. Yeah, 41 increased to 45, not bad. Let's not visit this beacon because we don't get anything out of it. So let's actually backtrack and see if we can't reach that other repair beacon. I don't like backtracking, but there's really no point in visiting a beacon where we have to fight rebel ships plus ASB if I can avoid it with one jump. 24 scrap, not all that good. We do have to get over to the base. 1, 2, 3, we can do it by visiting one more beacon, so I am going to do it. It means that if we get hacked poorly, we can't flee, but we have to actually visit a base anyways. Oh, and there's nothing here. This was the worst last stand sector ever. We picked 2 beacons that had nothing in it and we had to backtrack. I am annoyed. I am annoyed. Let's get the drone systems online. 1, 2, 3 power. We need more power. So this is our ship. Unfortunately, we can't really get the burst laser flat gun online. It's going to be Vulcan artillery beam pretty much. We should be able to make it out of this combat pretty okay though. Let's get the oxygen unpowered so that this guy takes more suffocation damage than he normally would. Might as well shoot the Vulcan, might as well get the Defense Drone Mark II online so that it can take out some missiles. The lasers aren't going to hit me for that much damage, for any damage really, so. ASB is locked, but we can jump out now. go to the base. Need to get the O2 system online. Okay, this is our fight against the Rebel flagship. We need to get the defense drones online ASAP. So they are now online. They will shoot down these incoming hacking drones, hopefully. I'm kind of counting on them shooting down these hacking drones, by the way. Let's get the oxygen restored. Oh, damn it! And they hacked our weapons! Oh, god damn it. This is like the worst situation that could have happened. Because here's the problem. They hack our weapons depower heavily. They cloak. Our weapons can't charge while they are cloaked. We run into a situation where we might not be able to actually hit them at all. I'm gonna cloak out of the way of their missiles. 100% chance to dodge, why not? Luckily for us, we do have the artillery beam. The artillery beam will do guaranteed damage to the enemy ship. And if I can get the Vulcan cannon charged, then I can theoretically get sneak some shots in with it. But this is an awful situation we are in right now. Hopefully the cloak comes back online. We can dodge the missiles. We can. 105% chance. The defense drones will shoot down the occasional laser and ion. The only thing that can really damage us is bad RNG and the missiles. Artillery beam. You know, I may not have mentioned it though, but the artillery beam is actually fantastic against the Rebel flagship, because the Rebel flagship is so big that the beam just has these wide swaths of damage across the entire swath? Across the entire ship. Like, the beam goes from one end of the ship to the other and does like 8 damage to all the different sectors of the ship. It's really good. Rooms of the ship. It's really good. Artillery beam is really good. And in fact, the artillery beam is going to be doing all the damage to the ship because we can't hit it with the Vulcan. The Vulcan has only just now reached charge level 5. We haven't gotten hit though. The defense drones plus RNG has been on our side so far. Here come more missiles. We did get hit once. Roper has to get in there and repair that if he can. He can't exit the room because of the hack. It's prevented him from leaving. But there we go, artillery beam saved the day. Holy cow. Like, if we did not have the artillery beam, we would have been screwed. We would have been screwed. That was awful. That was awful. Okay. Figure out where we stand. 47 scrap, not enough to really get too much purchased. The door system at this point is very good though, because the third phase has the mind control system, and that's going to be a really big pain in the ass to deal with. So having the door systems allows us to more easily control where the enemies are moving across the ship. And let's go to the base and fight, or not the base, go to this beacon here and fight the Rebel flagship again. Again, we are going to launch 2 defense drones because they are going to be shooting intruder drones at us, and I would very much like for those not to land. I will shoot at their shield system when possible. There we go. And occasionally we will block some shots with the defense drone. It's going to get confused a lot by the combat drones, but there's nothing much that we can do about that. We basically just have to let the artillery beam and Vulcan try to do their work. See if we can't take out the missile launcher with the Vulcan. They can't cloak anymore, and they can't hack us anymore, so I don't mind shooting at the weapon system to start with to get their missiles completely offline if we can. Cloak out of the way of these missiles. They are going to do a power surge in a minute, which is a lot of drones, but we have 45% dodge chance plus 4 bars of shields. The power surge is not that bad. We also have a max level shield personnel, so I feel pretty good about this. We can cloak out of the way. Power surge detected again. Vulcan level 5. Come on, take out their missile system if you can. Defense drones have been wounded. I did not realize that. Let's get those online. Defense drone, they boarded us. I gotta get everybody. Oh, I didn't put the NG into the weapon system. Of course we're shooting a lot slower here. Get in there, get that Vulcan charged up. There we go. I'm an idiot sometimes. Mantis plus Zoltan can deal with the border. Let's get the door systems opened so that the ventilation helps prevent them from taking too much damage while they fight off the border. And we're gonna win this in a second. It's a shame that we got boarded, but there wasn't much I could have done about that. And the cloaking room is on fire, but it's gonna get out in a second. Okay. I was an idiot. I should have had Roper on the frickin' weapons room, because then the Vulcan cannon would have shot so much faster. It's my bad. My bad. It's okay, we managed to make it out, only taking 1 hull damage, I think, which is actually pretty darn good. Everyone's healed up. Oxygen system's online. Let's give it a second and wait for things to recharge. So we're going back to the base. We have 35 scrap. Second level cloaking's not all that important. Second level oxygen's not all that important. Second level piloting is important here. So let's get the piloting upgrade, and that's it. We cannot buy anything else. Why the piloting upgrade? Because we are probably going to have our pilot get mind controlled or have to leave the piloting room, but we still have a 17% dodge chance with him outside of the piloting room. So that's why I got the piloting upgrade. This is gonna be an annoying combat, no doubt about it. They mind controlled the pilot. What did I say? Okay, let's get the defense drones online. Vulcan needs to start shooting to take down these super shields. Super shields are not going to last long with the Vulcan. I'm going to keep Roper on the weapon system. And honestly, I'm going to move the Rockman in to deal with the pilot. He's got a lot of HP, and we don't really need too much in the way of shield systems right now. Missiles are what we need to dodge. I'm going to deoxygenate the rooms so that these boarders are hopefully going to be a little bit severely wounded as they work their way towards the piloting system. I'm gonna not cloak out of the missiles. It's not that important to cloak out of these missiles right now. We have double defense drones. Hopefully they can shoot down the missiles. They shot down all but 1. That's not bad. They are going to destroy our piloting system as well. They are going to board us again as well. This is where it gets a little bit tricky because we're heavily boarded. We just need to kill their crew basically as soon as possible. There's their power surge. Damn it. I'm not gonna cloak. Shit, I gotta run from my engine room as well. Shield system is on fire. That is very bad. Let's get that deoxygenated as well. Pilot can get into the piloting room. No, he can't. He's got to leave. This is when we cloak. 8 shots coming in, 80% dodge chance. Good. And they're sending over more boarders. This is why a lot of times the what is this? The third level of the hard mode Rebel flagship is such a pain in the ass, because in the easy mode, and I think maybe normal mode as well, the missile bay is not connected to the shield room, so you can actually take the missile room offline permanently and then kill crew members early in the first 2 phases. And when you do that, they don't have as many people to board you on the 3rd phase. We're in a rough situation right now because they have so many dang boarders. I've kind of just got to open everything on the ship and try to kill them. It's annoying, but there's not much I can do about it, unfortunately. Hopefully the defense drones shoot their missiles, keep them offline. We have people in the med bay. So, battery charger's offline. We have people in the med bay, so hopefully we will be able to kill these boarders very quickly. Our shields are really taking a beating, though. And our crew members, oh, why are you almost dead? This is so bad. Okay, Bigby, you gotta heal. So, Rockman is... NG, Rockman, repair the doors. Deoxygenate the weapons room. Depower the O2 system. Now, power up the O2 system. We need the doors to get powered. Human, heal yourself for crying out loud. Reorient yourself in the med bay, please, so that the Mantis is taking shots. They're mind controlling the Zoltan, who has moved into the door room. That's okay. I can worry about getting the piloting system back online. Okay, defense drone's still online. People are still dying. Oh, this is perfect. They're all dead. Oh, and they're gonna die. We're gonna cloak. Get out of the med bay. Yes, we did it! Oh, man. Man, that sucked. They had like 8 crew members aboard my ship. They have a 3rd level teleporter, so it only takes, I think, 10 seconds to cycle, and they just beeline to whoever's mind controlled. If they have a mind controlled unit, they will move all of their crew members, burst down any doors, completely ignore your units, and just go straight for the mind controlled person to help him wreak havoc, because you don't want to kill the mind controlled person because they're your guy. That's why the mind control is such a good thing to have on the 3rd phase of the fight, because you can counter their entire thing. It's also handy if you can take out the weapon system and just, or the missile bay in the first 2 phases of the fight, and then just worry about killing crew members. You can't really do that on hard mode, though. It's very hard to anyways. The best way I found to do it is actually to hack the shield room, and if you hack the shield room, you can start a fire in the missile launcher room, and then start a fire in the shield room, and then they can't get to the weapons room with enough HP to survive the trip. So their shields are on fire, you can take them offline. If you can board them or mind control them as well, you can keep them focused and keep them killing each other. So really, hacking, mind control, and fire is the way to go if you want to take down the enemy crew. But that's like 2 systems, mind control and hacking, plus a weapon system that you may not have, fire. So it's kind of difficult to do. And you can also do it with a teleporter if you have either mind control or hacking. Probably hacking's better, but it's hard to do. It's hard to do, it's annoying, and then you run into a situation like that where you're heavily boarded, and your only defense really is just deoxygenate the ship, try to kill them ASAP. Don't let them get a foothold on your ship, because if they do, you can't repair shit. You can't get your stuff online, and they will just eat you up with their power surge. So I'm kind of impressed that we managed to make it as far as we did there. No red shirts here. Get to Sector 8 without losing a crew member. We did that. Jack, most combat kills, most skill masteries earned. Interesting. And we did unlock the Zoltan ship. Well, first of all. We got Artillery Master and Master of Patience. We did not get Diplomatic Immunity. I think we got 3 blue options. We did not get 4. So we'll have to do that again at some point. But we did get the B layout to the Osprey, which is here, which starts with a dual laser plus a Lido, which arguably is purely worse than the artillery beam, but the artillery beam starts at level 2. You also get a Zoltan and a Slug instead of a Rock crew member plus a Mantis plus an NG. If you're trying to get the Diplomatic Immunity, you probably want to do the A type, because Slugs and Zoltan are not really used that much in the special options. Slugs more so than Zoltans, but you know, why do I keep doing that? The Rock crew members, they're used in quite a few. The NG are used in kind of a lot. Mantis are used in a few. Heck, even humans are used in a few special encounters. But we did unlock the Zoltan A-type. which starts with a halberd beam, which can cut through one bar of shields, and a missile launcher, which shoots one missile in 9 seconds that does 1 damage. Not a lot of damage, but it is good for taking down enemy shields so that the halberd beam can do its job. Halberd beam, good weapon. It can take you into the Rebel flagship fight, but you will need some additional firepower to take down shields so that the beam can do its work. You also start with 3 Zoltan and the second level of doors, which is very important because Zoltans only have 70 health, so they are not very good at dealing with invaders. The extra door power allows you to deal with invaders a little bit more easily. But anyways, we'll play with the Zoltan ship next time, the Adjudicator. Thank you very much for watching. That was another successful run of FTL, and I hope to see you again for the next run.